Look closely at the sidewalks of any major city today, and you might notice something unusual. Can dogs be treated as our children? We are seeing the rise of what sociologists call the multispecies family. At the center of this shift is a growing demographic known as DINKWADs, couples with double incomes, no kids, with a dog. As global birth rates decline and younger generations delay parenthood, companion animals are stepping into the empty niche once reserved for human offspring. This shift has moved animals from the periphery of the home to the center of the family portrait, altering the practical definition of what makes a household. This chart shows U.S. pet industry expenditures, on track to reach $158 billion by 2025. Much of that growth is driven by services mirroring human healthcare. The cost of pet services is rising 1.3 times faster than babysitting. This massive financial commitment raises a question about the limits of care. Are we spending billions to honor our pets, or are we overwriting their biological identity with our own? The fur baby culture now supports a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure that dictates how millions of people live, spend, and plan for their futures. To understand why we do this, we have to look at the biology of attachment. Ethologists call it the baby schema, a set of physical features like a large head and big round eyes that automatically trigger a caregiving response in adults. Dogs evolved to navigate those human instincts. Over thousands of years, they developed a facial muscle called the levator anguli oculi medialis, flexing their inner eyebrows to create a vulnerable, infant-like expression. This diagram illustrates what happens during mutual eye contact. That simple gaze creates a neurochemical feedback loop, causing human oxytocin levels to spike 300%, the same hormonal interaction found between a mother and a newborn. Interestingly, this intense biological feedback loop is absent when humans interact with wild animals, even those raised by hand, like wolves. The urge to parent a dog is an evolutionary result. Their biology is effectively designed to engage our emotional circuitry. But not everyone views this biological entanglement as a positive development. Sociologists and religious leaders warn that this intense interspecies bonding has a societal cost. Pope Francis has raised a sharp ethical critique, arguing that substituting pets for human children can narrow our capacity for human sacrifice and connection. This debate is playing out in regions facing a demographic winter. In several East Asian countries, birth rates have dropped so low that the aging population is struggling to sustain itself. The shift is visible on the streets. In some of these regions, sales of pet strollers now outpace the sales of baby prams. While the fur-baby bond provides immediate emotional fulfillment, critics argue it serves as a more manageable replacement for the complexities of human procreation. We also need to look at this from the animal's perspective. Veterinarians are increasingly concerned about the effects of excessive anthropomorphism, the projection of human traits onto our pets. Treating an animal exactly like a human baby can cause physical harm. Dogs carried in handbags develop posture issues, while those on human-grade fad diets often suffer from malnutrition and obesity. The psychological impact is also significant. When owners misinterpret canine body language, like mistaking a stress grimace for a human smile, it leads to anxiety and behavioral disorders. Prioritizing human emotional comfort over an animal's evolutionary needs can create a life of chronic stress and physical discomfort for the pet. The emotional weight of pet parenting reaches a breaking point in the veterinary clinic, where medical possibility meets human attachment. Because owners view these pets as their children, they frequently demand extreme medical interventions for terminally ill animals, even when those treatments prolong the animal's suffering. The chemistry driving the bond between humans and dogs is measurable and potent, but respecting them as a distinct species ensures that our care remains focused on their actual needs. Do you treat your pet as a child? And if so, why? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you in next video.